McSorley's quarterback from last time. We got Trace McSorley. No, let's play full game.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield.
Carried by the wide receiver.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Shotgun now for Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
Murray's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
Murray's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Christian Kirk.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
At the 15-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Drake on the carry.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
Steps away to his left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Drake. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Murray. Man open left side, it's Williams.
Murray's pass.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
McSorley, 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
On the keeper.
He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
McSorley from the shotgun. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete.
Murray's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Kirk. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
From the gun. Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Murray's pass.
So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. He's going to take off with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs. And a first into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt, and that's over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McSorley. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Trace McSorley.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And Latimer's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Jeremy Sprinkle.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 10. Washington nothing.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
The screen pass.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Now back at the 40-yard line.
We're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chandler Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
When I watch Chandler Jones play for the Arizona Cardinals, I actually get a little bit jealous because he does his job as well as anyone in the league. He's played 64 games for Arizona starting this season, 60 sacks in that time frame. That's just under 1 per game. That type of success rate will not only keep you on the field, but also garner you a lot of honors.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Murray got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Murray, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. Williams. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, that's complete to Edmonds, his running back. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
The 40-yard line.
From the gun, Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Murray to air it out again. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 23, 11 yards there, first down. Again, they'll throw with Murray.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray slide. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The 25-yard line. Washington takes over first down.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Washington.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Norley's pass. Intercepted. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A final shot before half for Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Washington 7.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington will take over first and 10. At their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's McSorley on first and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
McSorley's pass. Complete.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Good. Makes the score Cardinals 17.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start the drive with Drake. And now running right through him. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. And a good throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, McSorley forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And to Washington.
Now McSorley. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 down at the 31. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
Here's McSorley to throw. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Complete.
Give him 30 yards there. Being chased out left. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Number 17.
Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up
Murray to give. This is Drake. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in mid-season ended up in Arizona and became a huge...
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
recovered by Washington.
McSorley sets to pass. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Washington first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Richard Rodgers there to make the grab. And Washington has taken the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Murray gets this one to Isabella. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 37, 11 yards there, first down. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. To try again after the sack. Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A carry now for McKissick. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd.
They will run it. It's McKissick.
26-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Here's McKissick. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 72 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. McSorley taken in by Sprinkle. A little pitch and catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray on the sled, complete to Hopkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
At the 26-yard line.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Right back to Drake. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 11-yard line.
They'll run with McKissick. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll try again with Drake. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll bite, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own
out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's McSorley. And he finds McLaurin. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This could potentially send us to overtime. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or
so a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. McSorley from the shotgun. Well, that's the risk you run. And now they can come out here a pass or two, and boom, they're in field goal range.
And I think that if I'm looking at it from their perspective about going for it, they trusted their offense. They know that a touchdown here ends the game. You don't play anymore after that. And they wanted to go for it and get it done right there. I don't know if it's a knock against their defense as much as a vote of confidence for their offense. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off for them.
And now they have to step up defensively with a short field. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
What can Murray do now with his drive? Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Touchdown. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.
The Cardinals deserve that win through and through. Let's go scramble.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Let's advance to next week. And because of the time, I think I might...
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Upgrade players. Ooh, scout. Let's see, port local file in the 2021.
Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is. You just found a diamond in the rough. Other team.
With that, we're gonna get these contracts.
These players are on the last year of their contract. This is the development trait. Superstar. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what ability.
Okay, let's go with let's go with that. Okay, improve the bonus. That's what you want. Okay. Next week we'll improve the bonus. But 705. Okay, we're signed in. Let's see if we can find anybody in free agency. Fitzgerald's in free agency. Yeah. So free agency. Okay, well. Answer media question. Hasn't turned down my contract offer. Okay. Well, guys, we're gonna go now, so talk to you guys later.